Hello again, friends. I'm back for another challenge from the Crafty Maven Getaway online crop that is going on today. This is a mood board that Hannah put. It's a mood board for the whole crop, basically just an inspiration to follow. And this is the layout that I created with the mood board. Hannah's challenge is also to create a kit with that mood board. I didn't create a kit because the kit that I'm currently working with for my Work It Wednesday challenge, which is the challenge that I have going on my channel, the colors matched perfectly with these papers. So all of the supplies I'm using are from my Work It Wednesday challenge, which is the kit that I put together for my channel for me to get layouts done. So this is number 7 of 10 for my own challenge, and it worked out perfectly because the colors matched Hannah's beautiful mood board perfectly. So this was a lot of fun to create. So I'm scrapbooking a photo of my mom and my niece. This was at a birthday party that we went to was it last year? Yeah, it was last year. And so basically I'm just starting out with that gray polka dot paper, which is in my kit. That's from the Dear Lizzie Serendipity, and I'm just ripping the edges just to give it sort of a little bit of a distressed look. And then I'm going to use this floral, which I love this floral paper. So I'm just using that, and I'm going to rip the edges of that as well. But first I decided to map my photo on this darker gray piece of, it's not really paper, it's like a backing for some kind of Prima embellishment. I can't remember what it was from, but that's what I just kept it because I thought I could use it. And I have used it a couple times to matte a few things. So yeah, you gotta save everything. I don't like throwing stuff away. So I've doing the same thing. I'm just ripping that that pretty floral paper, and then I'm just working on some layering is all I'm doing here. Just gathering some papers from the different the different papers I have in that kit that I created for my stash. I'm sorry. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. So the florals are from the crepe paper paper pad, and if you check back, I will have a playlist on this channel for the Work It Wednesday challenges, so you guys can check out all the videos and the kit that I created and all that. So this sticker sheet that I'm using is from the Dear Lizzie Neapolitan collection, and those big stickers, like that big camera and that big heart that says "You make my heart sing," I have a really hard time using those. In fact, I've had that paper pad forever and I hadn't used them, so this kind of was the perfect opportunity. I'm just taking my little Tim Holtz distress tool, and I'm just distressing the edges of those 4 photo corners that I sort of cut out to frame my page. And then I'm going to use a little piece of that floral paper to mat my, not to mat, to put just inside of that little photo corner. And I'm sorry my video's kind of off to the side. That's my problem. I always have that problem. I need to fix it. But yeah. So yeah, hopefully when I start recording with my camera and my tripod, I can get my angle right so that I'm not off camera at any point. So yeah, so I'm just right now just gluing those little pieces, those little strips of that floral paper to my little photo corners, and yeah, basically that's what I'm doing right now. Just very simple, sort of a little decorative piece, so that's fun. And I really have to say, I love this mood board that Hannah put, or that Hannah created for the for this crop. It's very, very pretty. It has beautiful colors of pinks and the teals, and very pretty. So I was very happy to be able to make this layout. And the colors from the I Am collection, they match pretty darn well too. So yeah, so that's what I'm working on now with the I Am, the 6x6 paper pad. And basically, if you guys have not gone over to the Crafty Maven Getaway, we're having a crop today. Hannah's challenge is going to be the last one, so this is the last one today, I believe. But But you know, it doesn't end. You can still go over to the Facebook group, and we're still going to be chatting, and we're still going to be having fun over there. And the challenges are not going to end right away. You can still use the inspiration and create layouts and all that for these challenges up until next Saturday. So you have a whole week to create your layouts. So Saturday the 26th, I believe it is, you can create your you can submit your layout for some of the giveaways that are going on. I know I'm having a giveaway, which is the video prior to this one. So I'm having a giveaway, and I know some of the ladies are having giveaways as well for some of the challenges. So be sure to check out the Facebook group, and I will put links to everything below so you guys can find it easily. So right now I'm just marking where my photo is, and I'm just going to do some very light stamping. Just wanted to add some more of that sort of a teal and, you know, turquoise blues. So I'm just taking a little Prima stamp, and I tested it out on that little piece of paper that I have there. So I'm just taking in 2 tones, and I'm just gonna place it on either end, just kind of where my embellishments, my big embellishments are. So yeah, as I was saying, I really have a hard time using those big embellishments, so this was a really good opportunity to use them, and I think they look just perfect where they are. So, you know, it kind of draws your eye from top to bottom when you have those big embellishments. And I think that's something a lot of people struggle with, using those really big embellishments, because they are hard to use. You know, you can't make them go with everything. Sometimes, you know, you have a very pretty layout and you try to put a big embellishment on it, and it just kind of sticks out like a sore thumb. So, you know, that's why for me at least it's harder to use them. But in this case, I think they worked out really well. And I'm just taking some gelatos now, and I'm just gonna put some pink under there, in 2 different shades of pink, just to add some pink to it, just to kind of go, because there's pink in the 2 embellishments, so it's gonna go from pink to blue to pink, and it's just a very light, subtle hint of pink that you see there. So now I'm just working with all my embellishments. Those flowers as well as those butterflies are from Michael's. I don't end up using the flowers. I end up using the butterfly. And then I'm looking through these little cut apart sheets from the I Am collection, and I'm just trying to see what I can use. And I didn't want to go too crazy with the embellishments because the layout itself is already pretty busy with all the layering of the paper behind it. So I really didn't want to go, you know, too crazy and do too much more embellishing on this page. So I'm gonna keep the embellishing fairly simple. You're gonna see now. I'm cutting apart the little cut apart sheet. This piece that I'm cutting right now, I'm actually not gonna use. So you're gonna see in just a couple minutes that I'm just gonna just discard that idea and not use that piece that I'm kind of gluing together right now. I was just kind of layering the little cut apart pieces one on top of the other with a piece of paper behind it, just to kind of layer that. But it's not gonna look right when I put it on, so it's just a little bit too big. I mean, I could have made it work, but I just, you know, I didn't feel that it was needed. So what I do is I take that little small cut apart, and I'm gonna cut it out with my circle punch. And that's a great tip if you guys have like a really small, like this was a really small square. Like I want to say it's like a 1x1, really small. And you know, I couldn't get it into my punch. So what I did was I just glued it to a bigger piece of paper. Like the edge of it, I glued it to a bigger piece of paper, and then I used the bigger piece of paper to hold, or you know, to grip, so that I could put it into my to my little punch. So that's just a little tip for you guys. If you have like a small piece of paper that you want to punch something out of with a punch, you can just glue it, you know, glue the edge of it to a bigger piece of paper, and then just use that to hold it and to be able to punch. So just a little tip for you guys. And then I used some of those Teresa Collins enamel hearts and stars. And then this is a great tip. These are letter stickers from the Dear Lizzie Neapolitan collection. And then I'm taking the letters that I know I'm not going to use, like the Z's and the X's, and I'm placing them under the little photo corners. So it's kind of like adding a decorative border. And then I'm taking these parentheses, and I am, you know, just placing them on the top and on the bottom. And so it's just basically, it just adds a little bit of a decorative touch to the layout, and you're using up those stickers that you otherwise probably would not use. so yeah, so it's a good way to use up that stuff. And that sticker sheet, even though it's a really pretty coral color, I've had the hardest time using it. So that's why I said, you know, this is in my kit, and I, you know, am determined to use up as much as I can from this sticker sheet. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing with that. And then I'm inking, I'm doing some splatters with my the distress stain. That's the cracked pistachio, and I actually don't like the effect that distress stain gave to my paper. I guess the paper is too thin maybe, but it just kind of it just kind of looks, I don't know, it just looked weird after I did it. And then I took some Lindy Stamp Gang in the Cosmopolitan pink, and I did some splatters in that. And basically I am pretty much done. I'm just going to work on my title now, if I'm not mistaken. I think I went to go look through my embellishments to see if there was anything else I wanted to use, but I decided that I didn't. So I'm going to work on my title. My title is going to be Abuela, which means grandma in Spanish, because my mom is my niece's grandma. So yeah, that's going to be my title. It's just a simple title. And I'm putting it on some wax paper first, and then you're going to see when I go to put it down on my page, I kind of stopped for a minute because it was kind of blending in too much with the background, because there was pink in the background, which is why I like to use thickers, because they usually stand out a bit more. But yeah, the pink there, it looks okay, but once I actually started putting the letters down, yeah, right away, I mean, before I even put it down, I could tell it was just going to kind of blend in. So I'm taking a piece of vellum, just some vellum that I had a scrap of in my little scrap bin, and I'm taking a piece of that vellum. I'm going to stick my title down on the vellum, and then I'm leaving a little edge on each side so that I can create a little fishtail banner, and then I'm going to place my title on just like that, underneath the photo, so that kind of makes it stand out a bit more. So yeah, so that's going to be it for my layout, guys. I really appreciate you guys watching. Be sure to check out the Crafty Maven Getaway. Check out the YouTube channel, which I'm going to link to below. Check out the Facebook group, which is where the crop fun is going on today and will be for the whole week. And be sure to enter some of the giveaways. It's a great way to use up you know, stuff and get layouts done, and you know, we're all going to be having a great fun on the webpage, so on the Facebook page, I'm sorry. So hope to see you guys there. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys are having a great weekend. Bye bye.